All right, welcome back, people. This recorded on the 24th of December. You see
If
that
it ain't drillable, it's probably
I am
flammable.
continuing to work on getting through that Yuletide stuff, the season challenges, and decided that, the first fashion of Yuletide, you saw me fail on the Scout earlier. So we're decided, okay, Scout's not quite what I'm able to play yet. I need to fool around with it a bit, decide what's going on, and learn it a little better. So we actually waited a little while. And as you see, a new mission came in, and same thing, still point extraction, but this time it is in the dense biome instead of all the ice and all. And we're taking out the driller. I've been on the driller a few times. As you see, he's a level 3 as opposed to the level 1 scout. Oh, working on some nice coffee. And we're taking it at a hazard 2. I took all of these at a hazard 2 after the Conquer Hoxus was over with. Never dropped back down to 1 again. This is recorded in a voiceover because I was recording this late at night over at my wife's house. Slap the dice for luck. Bosco's wearing his minty corporate look.
We've detected an area filled with the quarks, and you get to bring them all back. Search for a blue shimmering light and extract the quark from within the walls. We've sent in a specialized heavy lifter, and we're expecting heavy resistance, so the lifter's been equipped with heavy armaments. But keep focused. It's about the goods.
It's like cave cruiser. All right, let's make sure that the recovery vehicles don't come landing on my head this time. A lot of good apoca blooms about. And a lot of good apoca blooms about. This area was loaded down with them. I can't remember what it actually said that this particular cave was. I see some jadas there. Off to our right. More apoca blooms. So I have to remember that. Yes, remember it's a point extraction. Get in, get it out, hurry it up. And one thing about having Bosco with me is a lot like having Mine Fiend with me. He can be my mining monkey. I can just tell Bosco to go to it once I find them. That's something I wasn't doing quite as much as I should have on the Scout. I noticed when I was playing him, there were several times when I could see Arquoks, what I thought were Arquoks, off in the distance, but I wasn't sending him to go and retrieve them. I think I could have pulled off and gotten a lot closer to having gotten finished if I had done that. Actually, I don't think that is Jadas. I think those are just glowing green flowers in the wall because you dig into the wall and you don't see anything else. Didn't see anything else there. Yep. Turned out, yep, those are just flowers. So let's see. I determined that I do enjoy the driller. I like being able to just punch my way through. It's a fun character to play from that aspect. And y'all saw me in the other times I like the flamethrower. I'm definitely going to continue to upgrade the flamethrower so that it can have a longer range on it. There's our first Arquok. As I said, I'm learning from having played on the driller before.
I got a deposit elsewhere.
Learning from having played on the driller before that I need to utilize Bosco as much as possible. When I was doing the Scout in the last episode, the last mission we were on, I was tending to tending to forget to use them because I was trying to learn the scout, learn more apocablooms.
Come here.
I was tending to learn more of the how do I play the scout? You know, how do we get in there and fly around with the grapple hook and all? Not throwing hard enough. And I was kind of ignoring Bosco. I was more interested in learning how to play the scout than I was in getting the mission done. And that's not a good situation to be in when you're doing a point extraction. You need to be concentrating on the task at hand. So, yeah, I decided that's one of the reasons I decided to come over to the driller here. It's like...
Get to
Swarm! I repeat, swarm!
It's like, let's figure out what we actually need to do here. How we need to play this character. Oh, God. And an oppressor. I was reading on Reddit last night when I was at work. I had a quiet moment sitting at the desk, so had read it up and reading through it, and it was talking about the number of oppressors and dreadnoughts. Apparently, you can get that. You can get them spawn instead of an actual swarm. As you see, there's nothing else coming. It's just the oppressor there. And they were talking about how that was fairly rare, but other people were saying that, no, we saw actually we've seen it happen quite a few times when they were low-level characters. One guy was saying that he and a buddy, he had bought the game, him and a buddy had bought the game, and he had started a new low-level character to play along with him, and said in the first 2 or 3 missions they went on, they had oppressors and dreadnoughts that spawned instead of a swarm. So they were wondering if maybe... Yep, see, there's another one right up there. It's nice to, when you can find them, send Bosco out to do all the hard work for you. Well, I sit here and remember that I have drill hands. I do forget occasionally. Still want to use the pick, because I am just a simple dwarf at heart. Let's see if we can make it up to the next level here. Alright. Those glowing green flowers are still confusing me from time to time. Bosco should be about finished, and bringing back the Arkwalk here in a second, and then we can find the other ones. I like the little cruiser things up there. I hadn't really noticed them while I was in the mission. I was looking at them going, okay, is that the one, the electrical things that shocked the hell out of me? But it wasn't, so I kind of tended to ignore it. Where you at, Bosco? You're right up above me. All right. Good job. Let's get it. Hurry up. Grab it. Throw it in the thing. There you go.
Down it goes.
And we're halfway through the apocablooms as well. We still need to find where some more areas there might be some Arkwalks. Fortunately, these crystals here make a nice thing to jump off of. Oh, that hurt. That really, really hurt. Fortunately, there's some red sugar over here. I don't know why I thought I could leap that far. That really didn't make very much sense.
I needed that.
And man, do you get a bunch of health. Because I know there's another Arkwalk right there. I can hear him shooting whatever that was behind me. I noticed you can tell this is a has too, because you get a lot of health back whenever whenever you're eating that red sugar. Now I got to figure out how the hell to get back out of here, because I did fall into here. So it's like, where do I go to get back out? And that's when I discovered there was a simple tunnel. I could have come through the tunnel instead of jumping down from up above. Although I don't think I purposely did it. I do think I kind of slipped there. Alright. Almost halfway through the Arquox. Over halfway through the Apocablooms. Checking my map, see where else there is I need to take a look at. This reminded me so much of the tunnel going from Bree going from Buckland into the old forest. If it had just been the hollow bough, if it had been a perfect analogy for it. There's another spot up there above me. Looks like a room that we can dig into. Yep, see it right up there? This is after I had read that Reddit thing saying a lot of times there'll be a disconnected room somewhere. That look for like a hidden room that you can use. That if you get into, there'll be a kind of a semi-hidden room that you can find more, let's say, easier to gather ones. I think I've already broken. I did. I broke into it there, didn't I? Look around. Turn around. But this room turned out to be a false positive. Turned out to be a wild goose chase because there was nothing in here. It was just a room. Annoying. Fooled me.
The swarm is upon you.
Let's see what we get for a swarm this time. I don't think it was another dreadnought. Nope. Electrical crap this time.
Here,
have some extinction. And I love the driller's philosophy of, if it's not drillable, it's probably flammable. I saved one of those alignment charts, the ones that they do from D&D, alignment charts. The driller was on the alignment chart, he was chaotic evil. And that's exactly the thing that it said. Oop. That's exactly the quote it gave with it. Quote, if it's not drillable, it's probably flammable. Ooh, a stingtail. Which isn't, stingtail, when you come up into this little room with me, you're not that big of a danger. Because you can't grab me and throw me anywhere. So this little room was actually a nice thing to pull into for this swarm. Because it kept quite a few of these from being as annoying as they could have been. Alright, that's over. Let's see where we're gonna go now. As the title of this episode says, where we're going, we don't need no roads. And there's nothing there. I'm trying to see what that little thing is off to the side. I think it was just a hole, it's like a hole thing that the bugs were coming out of. Something close to being one of those exits, but not really. One of these days, I am really gonna take myself out with that C4. I have pulled it up so many times. It's gonna be a lot like my gunner, where I tend to confuse the zip line and the minigun, and the next thing you know, I'm firing a minigun into the face of a mob somewhere. This is still the Christmas event, and we have not seen the Yule elf anywhere. I haven't seen him in this playthrough. I haven't noticed him, obviously, while I'm playing. So we're still kind of like, I wonder where he could be. There we go. We just heard him. We just heard him go, ouch. And I did see a nice piece of coral. Cave coral. I did see another blue sparkly behind it over here. I was going to say, make sure I don't walk past it and ignore it. It's right behind you there, buddy. See it up there? Yep, there you go. Get past the spiky bits. Very good. And as always, finding our way back. We go, where the hell is that launch rig? Where the hell is the rocket? That will put us over halfway. And talk about your damn...
Bosco, what is that?
I don't want Bosco, what is that? I want Bosco Fetcher. He'll be back. Stupid elf. I tell you, those leaf lovers, they're dumb enough to walk right into me. Alright, 4 of 7 are quacks here. I think we have a chance to get out of this alive. I may as well say it since Mind Fiend's engineer isn't around to say it. Might as well come from me. Don't know what he's shooting at, but he is blasting away at something over there. We need to get further up. For some reason, I've still got my... I don't think I realize right now that I've still got my things toggled. Still got my headlamp toggled. I do see at least 2 more.
Help me mind this.
See, at least 2 more Arquoks there. Which, as I've said, is once again nice that I got my mining bot with me. Annoying little spawn. I'm hoping at some point I realize that I've still got my helmet turned off, my mining lamp turned off.
Damn it! Just when my undersuit had gotten dry again.
Always reminds me of one of my favorite lines from Young Frankenstein when Gene Wilder is saying how filthy and disgusting the grave robbing is, and Marty Feldman says, could be worse, could be raining. And it starts raining, obviously. Okay, where are you at, Bosco? We need a couple things. We need you here, shooting. Yeah, I see you bringing in the arc clock. He should be dropping it since I actually told him to start shooting, and I do see it behind the rig over there. Also read the tip people talking about on Reddit, some people talking about, you know, a group they were in getting kind of upset whenever they were picking up Arquoks, inner pearls, that kind of stuff, and someone saying that a lot of groups use them for light sources. They'll mine them and they'll eventually pick them up and bring them, but they kind of leave them in places because they act as such good light sources and light up the tunnels and rooms and things like that. Something I'd never thought about. It is nice to, I said I get on Reddit quite often, when I'm at work and just chilling out when I get a moment or two. And yeah, it's nice to get on there and learn some tricks. As someone else has said, it's one of the ways you do it's join pickup groups and stuff. Get in the lobbies and join some pickup groups and get some experience that way. See how other people play. And this is kind of a sort of a version of that, to get on Reddit and sit and read people's questions and get the tips and tricks that people give. I may at some point actually join in with some randos and stuff like that. And I think it would be fun. The only thing is that, all right, here's number 6. The only thing is, as y'all have seen, I never know. It's like so many other things that I have in games. One of the reasons why Mind Fiend and I play together and somewhat exclusively play together. I always forget. See, I've already forgotten that I dropped it. I always forget that I dropped the damn thing whenever I go when I pull the mini map up. One of the things that we do, and one of the reasons why we play semi-exclusively together, is because both of us understands that, as they say, hoes before bros. Whenever your wife calls or something comes up or the dogs start barking and that kind of stuff, you often have to drop everything. And I never know when that's going to happen. It's one of the reasons why I almost never been on any raids in Lotro. Well, I used to raid all the time in EverQuest, but never in Lotro. Is because it's a different time of my life, more things to do now, and never know when I'm going to be interrupted. I don't have a couple of free, untroubled hours to just jump on and play to my heart's content anymore, sadly. There are advantages. There are its good points of being married and having my dogs and all that. They certainly have their good points and its benefits, but it does have its downside as well, and that there is definitely much, much less free time, shall we say, and uninterrupted time. And the ability to just lose myself in a game world uninterruptedly. I can still lose myself in game worlds quite easily, and I often do. But it's the uninterrupted part. Can't always guarantee that anymore. Even here when I'm recording in the middle of the night. I may be semi uninterrupted, but I can't talk. That's the reason why we're doing this as a voiceover, is because I have to keep quiet because the wife is sleeping in the next room and the dogs are sleeping in the next room. And I want to be sure I don't wake them up, because the 4 of them have a right to sleep. I have a right to play, and they have a right to sleep. So I have to keep it down and do voiceovers and stuff. In fact, the next few missions here, the next few episodes will all be in voiceover, because they were recorded at nighttime while I was running around and doing this. At least the solo ones. The ones where I'm playing with Mind Fiend will continue to be all right. But the ones I'm doing solo, which I think I take my driller for a while, I still haven't used any rockets on Bosco yet, have I? I had totally forgotten that I had axes. once again, let's say that 2 Praetorians. Nice swarm. Yeah, fun. Being the lure, so Boskor can hunt them down. See there, he's already taken one of them out. Still haven't realized that my helmet's toggled off, my light's toggled off. The other Praetorian is down now. Guard there is being annoying. Bosco's a great companion. Great companion. He allows me to do what I do best, which is run around screaming like a cheerleader, while my partner shoots them for me. And there comes a slasher. We're getting to see all the Cliffords in this particular mission. He allows me to do that, what I usually do with Mindfiend and Dwindon and all the rest of them back whenever we played Minecraft. He allows me to be the cameraman and not feel guilty about it. Not feel guilty that maybe my platforming and gunning skills are not quite up to par. I try to find how the hell did I get into this place and how the hell am I going to get out? Don't know why I dropped 4 flares there. I was obviously going through something. I don't know if I was trying to swing my pickaxe and hit an F for some reason. I don't know if I was trying to go to my drills and pressing F for some reason. No idea why I was dropping all my collection of pickaxes at my feet. Not pickaxes, flares at my feet. Last arc clock here. Don't think I'm going to get any more Apocablooms. Because I was definitely just trying to knock these out, get the missions done. Yep. This may hurt. This may hurt. We may have to. Ooh. I was thinking I might have to have Bosco revive me for the first time this mission here. But no, we did okay. We're at 20-something minutes. I've learned to get this mission done, find these things and get them out. So we're actually doing pretty good. We don't have the unending waves yet.
Objective completed. Launch controls are active and awaiting your input. Let's bring it home, team.
And we are going to bring it home as well. Still got plenty of ammo. Plenty of ammo in the mining rig. You see it torch a couple of grunts there as it took off. Now let's just survive. Bosco, help me make it until that drop pod arrives. I'll go back to my usual tactic of run around the rig, act as a lure, and let the turrets and Bosco take everything out. A great technique for this particular mission type, and doing it solo, at least at this level. Can't say how great that is if I play at a higher level. Once I move up to Haz 3 and the mythical Haz 4. But for the Haz 2, and I said, there we go. Obviously, right there is a perfect example. I had to go do something. So,
Rocket, here!
I would not have been able to had him use one of his rockets. I'd not have been able to do that, in a multiplayer, and that's why I just don't go into the pickup lobbies and stuff, because I know what my gaming time and my gaming availability is. I do want Bosco to take that out. I may not.
Never thought I would encounter an elf on Hoxus.
May not be getting all the Apocabloons, but damn it, if I can get that elf's gonna die. And this is when I realized, oh crap, I've already sent the rocket, haven't I? And even he sounds disappointed about it.
Boom, boom, right here.
Even my dwarf sounds disappointed by it all. Alright, I see the drop pod.
Drop pod has arrived. Clock is ticking. All up to you, team.
Yep.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
We're going to do our best to get there. I think I have discovered... I'm trying to remember if this is after I had discovered that the drop pod had entry points on the side. Or do I carry him in with me and not be able to use him? We'll see here in just a second. Yeah. So I bring him on in. Yep, haven't figured it out yet. So this is where I bring him in to the thing with me. I could have chucked him in the side, but I had not discovered that yet. This is where I discovered that, carrying him in is not a successful way to bring him back. Alright, but we did complete the first of the Fashion of Yuletide missions here. My driller's level 4. I'm player level 5 at this point. Alright, it was a cave complexity 3. Alright. And that was one of the reasons that I said I was doing the scout, the driller, because you get 3 of them for 2,500. It's why when I failed on the scout, I went ahead and took the driller along with me. And yay, the Fashion of Yuletide passed. First mission is done.
Well done. Your work shines brightly as a star.
And I really like the fact that each one of the missions actually gave you something. You didn't have to complete all 4 of them to get to the end to get the rewards. What did I win? Jada's.
More shinies.
And next up will be a piece of script. We're a little over halfway to getting that. No weapon maintenance, nothing I can spend on the cosmetic tree right at the moment. Look through. Made my cycle through to see if there was anything that had opened up in any of the rest of them. I can't remember if I went to... Yep, there's the Christmas headwear. I really like the Rudolph stuff. That's what I think I continued. I think I wore the antler cap for the rest of the time that I was a driller here. Very nice. All right, next up, did I check and see if there was any equipment? Yep, next up is a mining, a pump. What's that called? A morkite pump extraction, liquid morkite extraction. So that is what the next mission will be. And I was looking forward to that. Let's get our perk points. 2 perk points for completing 2-point extractions. As you see there, I got to do 1 more driller mission, and I'll get 2 perk points for that. Still working on getting that passive slot. That is what I'm building for. Get that second passive, and we'll see you on the next mission.